can these Forsaken players spot the non-Forsaken player? All of these players play Forsaken, except one person. Well, how does this game work, you might ask? Which you will definitely ask. Well, let's start off with the roles. There are 4 roles. Forsaken player, non-Forsaken player, Jester, and Seer. I'll explain how all the roles work and their objective to win the game. For the Forsaken players, all they have to do is vote out the non-Forsaken player and end the game. I'll explain how ending the game works later, and I'll also explain the voting system later as well. For the non-Forsaken player to win, they have to stay in the game until the game ends. For the Jester to win, all he has to do is get voted out. Once the game ends and the Jester is voted out, the Jester automatically wins the game. The Seer is pretty much a Forsaken player with an ability. I forgot to mention this, but all of the players are anonymous to each other. When the Seer uses an ability on a player, let's say for example I was in the game and the Seer uses the ability on me, they get a hint on who I am. So it might just say, this player has an item that's worth over 1,000 Robux. Now for the questions and voting system. Every time I will ask a question, and then every player must answer to that question. After every single player answered to my question, all of their answers will be shown to each player. After all of this, the players can either vote a player out, vote skip, or vote to end the game. If a player has the highest votes, they will be out of the game, and then I'll ask the next question. If the majority of players skip vote, then no player will be voted out, and then I'll ask the next question. If the majority of players choose to end the game, the entire game will end. After the game has ended, if the non-Forsaken player is voted out, that means the Forsaken players win. But if the non-Forsaken player is still in the game, that means the non-Forsaken player will win. If the Jester is voted out after the game ends, that means the Jester wins. Both non-Forsaken player and Jester can win at the same time. One last thing before the video starts, I will not tell you the roles of what the players got until the video is nearly over. Question 1. What survivor do you main and why?
I made the Builderman guy because he's a really good character.
I main Noob because he is good at running away from the killer at decent speed.
I mean Elliot because the speed boost really helps me get away from the killers, and I know those survivors feel so good when they're healed by Elliot.
My main is probably 2-time, because the new rework made him really broken, and it made him really fun, but rework I probably would have said no. I would have probably said guest or something else, but I want to get him to level 100, so but I don't actually have a main since I want to get other characters to level 100.
2-time, because his rework is really cool, and his Nightshade is my favorite flower.
I main Elliot as he has great survivability and support for his team.
2-time, because a dagger heals and you can teleport away from the killer, which is overpowered.
I main 2-time because of their work and it's OP now.
It is now time for voting. The majority of the players voted for Wreck, also known as required storage, is now out of the game. Question 2. What is your killer main and why?
I main Jason because I like Friday the 13th. It's one of my favorite movies, honestly.
My killer main is John Doe. I think he is a balanced killer and his digital footprint ability is really good. Sometimes he can run at great speeds.
I don't really main a killer, but I have been using Cool Kid with the Bluetooth skin for the cool music and kinda unique abilities. I won't lie, he definitely is a really easy killer. The one killer I will never play is 1X, just because of Entanglement.
My main is John Doe at the moment, because his rework made him really fun to play. His Milestone 3 and 4 chase theme is just so good. I love it.
I don't really have a killer main, because I spend all my time juking on 2-time. 2-time. But I'll probably Cool Kid or John just because they have the highest level for me.
I main anyone really, as I have every killer maxed out. However, I do prefer to play Jason and 1x as I find them more fun.
Rondo is OP, has cool skins like Annihilation and Gash Harpoon. The digital footprint gives you massive speed boost and slows the survivor, which is useful. Jason is OP too, I literally won like 4 rounds.
I main Cool Kid for its OP hitbox and for the minions that he spawns and for walk speed override.
And now it's time for the votings. The majority of players voted for Captain Blocks, also known as Kawa Angry Bird 7, is now out of the game. Question 3. What is your most disliked thing about the game and why?
I dislike exploiters. They always ruin my rounds all of the time when I'm trying to grind for something.
The hitboxes! I hate the hitboxes so much. The fact that 1x hasn't been nerfed yet.
The hitboxes, they're so annoying to like expertly maneuver a John Doe and then just get absolutely killed because registered. It's just some straight boats, bro.
1x, 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 1x.
Something I dislike from the game is the useless team, obviously, like they never held.
The thing I don't like is the skins, like bro, why does Sheletsky need 60 skins? Like bro, what the actual...
Now it's time for the votes. The majority of players voted to skip the round. Question 4. What is the one thing you want to remove from the game?
I would remove 1x, 1x, 1x1 since he's too OP and most toxic players use him.
There's nothing I want to remove because I'm tired of everything being removed or replaced in this game. But if I could remove even impossible things, I would want to remove the hitbox issues.
I think I'd remove 1x, because he's way too broken. He has 2 range moves that can pierce walls, and he also has his minions in Last Man Standing, the minions can be brutal because of the speed boost he gives.
VeteerJumpscare skill. Wait, that doesn't exist.
Jason Kevin skin? It just sucks. The chase thing is a banger, but dude, it sucks.
More than half of the Sheletsky skins. Like bro, what the actual... Why do we need a 24 karat Sheletsky that costs 100 grand?
The Seer has used their ability on Lucky Duck. It is now time to show the votes. The majority of players voted for Cambogeo, and I am not gonna try and pronounce that username. Screw you. Question 5. What is the worst survivor you play as?
I'm thinking probably Builderman, since I barely play him, and he's kinda boring in my opinion.
Elliot, because I suck and can't use Rush Hour properly, and I keep giving the pizzas to other Elliots, so I don't even get a Rush Hour after. Also because my aim is bad on pizzas.
Builderman, he's good at best, but has nothing to really help him in chase, to help with like looping, so...
Shidletsky and Builderman. Shidletsky, I always miss the sword. Builderman, because I suck using it and I can't play sentry well and dispenser.
Guess 1337, cause too much skill needed.
Time for voting stuff. The majority of players has voted to end the game. Now, it's time to determine if the Forsaken players won or lost. The non-Forsaken player was Now, don't forget about the Jester, because the Jester was... This means the Jester, Captain Blocks, has won the game. I guess before the video ends I can say some stuff. Sorry for not uploading, I'll start uploading often again. Maybe more often than ever. You can also tell that this video was slightly rushed because some parts of the video are just... yeah. Towel was the one with the seer roll. All the music included in the video will be in the description. Anyways, now I'm just going to